Decide for yourself. The benefits of a CEO self-model. Imagine your mind as a bustling company. Departments arguing, projects overlapping, budgets running wild. And somewhere in that chaos sits the CEO. Calm, decisive, and supposedly in charge. The idea of a CEO self, a single autonomous agent who perceives, decides, and directs, isn't just a comforting story. It's one of the most powerful models humans have ever invented for organizing the inner world. Sure, modern neuroscience might say there's no central executive up there, no little person behind the eyes. Consciousness, we're told, is a storm of neural networks and competing modules. But here's the paradox. Even if the CEO self isn't real in the literal sense, living as though it were can make life vastly more coherent. The first big benefit is order. Think about it. Your mind is a boardroom filled with impulses, fears, and half-baked ideas. Without some imagined CEO to moderate the meeting, chaos reigns. The model of a central executive creates a sense of narrative continuity, a thread that runs through the noise. It's what lets us plan for next week, finish degrees, raise families, and pay taxes. Without that illusion of a persistent me, all that would scatter into momentary urges. The second benefit is accountability. When you identify as the CEO of your own life, choices feel like yours. That's not just philosophical, it's moral. You can't outsource responsibility to the weather, to your upbringing, or to your neurons. The CEO self is the one who signs the checks, takes the blame, and learns from mistakes. In that sense, it's a moral technology, a way of transforming chaos into character. Third, the CEO model is a practical training tool for willpower. Neuroscience says executive function, the ability to plan, delay gratification, and keep priorities straight, is distributed, not centralized. But metaphorically speaking, when you check in with the CEO before reacting, you're strengthening those very neural networks. The CEO becomes a mental exercise in self-regulation. Each time you pause, deliberate, and act from intention, that internal executive gets better at its job. And then there's comfort. Life without a CEO self, just raw phenomena, flickering in and out, can feel unbearable. The idea that someone is at the helm, steering through the storm, offers a kind of existential warmth. It gives you permission to believe in growth. To say, I'm becoming a better leader of myself. Even if the boardroom is noisy, even if the CEO is just a metaphor, the structure keeps the company afloat. So yes, the CEO self might be fiction, but it's a useful fiction, one that helps organize complexity, sustain accountability, train willpower, and create meaning. Maybe the goal isn't to fire the CEO, but to remember that the title is temporary. The executive exists to coordinate, not to conquer. To guide, not to own. Because when coordination is complete, when the departments work in harmony, when action flows naturally, the CEO can step back. The company runs itself, And in that quiet moment, when there's no longer any need for control, something else begins to emerge. Not an executive, but awareness itself, open, effortless, and free.